about some knowledge. Trending topics and relationship advice. You write, they read them. Email us in the DM if you think your nigga cheating or your chick. Folks don't know what loyal is. Niggas scared to tell the truth. We tie the cap to look no further than these two. Got opinionated views, but still we gotta state the facts. I done heard a lot of other niggas shows and I'ma pass. And every time they're here, they give you everything they have. Shit, what more can you ask? These two the perfect match. Run it back. Hey, mark it in your calendars. Don't miss this broadcast. Tonight we live, but we in the comments fucking up no vibes. And when other shows copy us, let's all laugh. They say it's flattery, but nah. Fuck your podcast.
Oh my God, yo. Let's talk about the technical difficulties we had, yo. That shit was crazy.
So we appreciate you guys for freaking out and wondering where we were, because we love that.
Yo, I'm sitting up here like, what the fuck? Nothing is working. What is going on?
Yeah, it wasn't trying to let us be great.
It was not trying to let us be great. So basically I had reset my my like history on my computer, and apparently it like deleted everything, like my passwords.
When you like your cookies and shit, yeah.
Yo, so I'm sitting up here like, why the fuck can't we go live? But we're live. What's up? What's up, everybody in the chat? What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Fuck Your Podcast. I am Star.
And it's your girl, Patty Mayo.
And yes, we're here.
We back.
All right, let me get rid of this, and then we can go ahead and
take these shots.
Oh yeah, let's take the shot. So what are we toasting to again?
This week we're toasting to new things.
New things.
New things.
All right.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yep.
Anyway,
I'm gonna start sneaking water in there.
Yo, that shit's disgusting. But hey, everybody. Okay, what's up, cuz? P-Star's in here.
Whatever.
Black folks never on time.
He's always on our ass. Well, my ass.
Dude, it wasn't even like that. Patty dressed like she got caught. Yo,
y'all gonna leave my little outfit alone, okay?
Don't do Patty like that.
Ever since I watched Versus, I've been trying to step up my fashion game. Versus. Like Monica got me feeling some type of way, the way she slayed through in there.
You like Monica's outfit?
You know, when she was sitting down, it was nice. Even when she was standing up, it was more of like when she was moving. Yeah, no.
Nah, shout out to Monica and Wendy. That Versus shit was dope.
That brought me back.
That brought back so many memories.
That was crazy to me.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
I sounded like a maniac in the room, just screaming.
So that shit was lit, and it kind of brought back. I guess they like kind of squashed whatever beef they had, which is good. You don't want to hold on to like any type of animosity, especially when you're trying to progress in life, because that shit, it ain't gonna do nothing but hold you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's pointless. Jack says Patty's looking like a boss.
I know that's right, girl.
Take that, P-Star. So anyway, what was I going to say? So Patti LaBelle and
Aretha Franklin.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No,
who's doing a versus?
Oh, Gladys Knight. I'm like Aretha Franklin.
I'm sitting up here like, what? What's wrong with you?
Why would I say that? Oh my God. I'm going to hell. All right, but yeah. But see, I don't know their music like that. Like, really, the only music I would know would be maybe like Patti LaBelle. Like, If You Only Knew. I know Gladys Knight, Midnight Train to Georgia, but like that's it.
Yeah,
I don't really know too much.
That's okay. That you were still young though.
Yeah.
So I mean, I knew it because my mom played it around the house and shit like that.
On my own. Okay, there's that.
Hell no. All right, we're just let it go. Let it go.
But I'll be there though. You know.
Anyway. Oh, let me delete that. I put an S at the end. Let me remove that. I meant to put hey guys. I put hey gangs.
I'm dead.
But anyway, so thank you guys for tuning in. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So Black Card Revolt.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yo, but seriously, Patty, you gotta kind of
look. I'm 26 years old. Okay, so y'all gonna hit me or not? Don't do me like that. Either y'all gonna be sending me Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight tracks to my DM, or you're not gonna play with me.
Yo,
okay?
You know you can go on Spotify or Apple. It's all over there.
Put me on. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to know. Yeah,
after the show. Okay. I forgot to move my stuff in the background. But anyway, all right. So let's get into it. So y'all know that Charlamagne the God is he basically launched a Black podcast network. So it's called the Black Effect. I think it's dope to have a platform for Black podcasts, because sometimes I feel like with us doing it, we put a lot of work into shit and we don't really get the recognition that we deserve. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people that who are like Black people who already have podcasts like that. 97 South. What is his name? The guys that played on Nick Cannon's 95 South or whatever it is, Horace Delectables and a few other different Black podcasts is going to be on there, which I think is dope that he's taking these podcasts on, you know, the road with him to success.
Right.
Yes, just hilarious. But I do feel like he should have been looking for other podcasts like us, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like non-mainstream podcasts, like, you know, because, you know, we're up and coming, but, you know, we got hot shit too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like, you know, our time is coming, but I also feel like 85 South. Thank you. Yeah. I do feel like, that, you know, somebody needs to DM him and tell him to look at Boston.
Like, look at us. And it's so crazy because he says that he wants more female voices. You know, he wants to work with females. He wants us to be out there. So I feel like, why not us? You know
right. Facts.
Like we give what he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So he basically said that, you know, he wants to create a network like BT that was like the 90s, that was like hopeful, raw, unapologetic, diverse. So, you know, he wants you to be able to come to a place where you can be educated, enlightened, and entertained. You know what I'm saying? And you get that here, baby.
Let me tell you something. Okay. When I was working in radio, all of that stuff is owned by white people. No shit to white people, but it was owned by white people. And all of my friends who were trying to become like on-air personalities and DJs and trying to start their own stuff, they had to go through a process of changing not only who they were, but their voice, how their voice sounded, what they were to talk about. Like, nothing is your own when you're working under somebody who can't relate to you, because they want you to relate to people that look like them. So when you're working for something like this, like a Black owned, you know, what is it called?
Well, he partnered with iHeartRadio to create the Black Effect Network. So I mean, he's still under technically
white people, but he has that range to say what he wants and doesn't want allowed on his show. He
created an avenue for Black podcasters, which is dope. But, you know, I just feel like, you know, again, you have to kind of think outside the box and bring on, you know, people who may not be as popular and big as
and he's definitely keeping it diverse. I mean, he has people from like comedians to not lawyers, but like public activists, things like that.
But it's good because, again, he said that you can be educated, entertained, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty dope. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, as Black people, we don't have a lot of things that's by us, for us. But with him creating it, I think it's a good avenue. But also, you know, just like you were saying, in radio in Boston, we don't have like Black radio stations, except for, shout out to Sparks Radio. So she's a Black woman. She launched her radio, and she has a lot of you know, Black people working for her who has like segments and stuff like that on her radio. So shout out to her. Like,
awesome, because she's putting people on.
Right. But like, she built that shit from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really see things happening like that for people, and you don't really see like people just backing Black women and just women in general trying to build something up. Because the thing about it is if you know, whether you listen to it or whatever, this is something that she's doing for the culture. You know what I'm saying? So everybody should definitely support her. You know what I'm saying?
Because nobody else was creating this avenue for us. And when you don't see something that suits you, you have to create your own lane. And she did that. And she's putting, like I said, everybody that, you know, supports her and loves her and was there for the journey. She's putting them on. So
right, facts. So he said, how much would y'all want to be paid a year to sign to Charlamagne? I don't know. It depends, because you know we have a very large fan base, and people,
you know what I mean.
People love us,
really like us, and we have a lot of expenses.
So we have to iron out the contract.
Yeah, we have to negotiate that thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? But that's for our lawyers to figure out.
Right.
Since I'm right. My people, since I'm in court, you know. All right.
Hell no. But anyway, so social media hashtag Netflix, cancel Netflix have been trending all day today. So, you know, there was a little controversy with Netflix when they released the Cuties, the artwork for it. Yes. And I'm going to be honest with you, for little girls to be dressed up like that and in those different poses, it's very provocative for young females. You know what I'm saying? And these are not young women, these are little girls. So they've been trending to cancel Netflix, and it's because of the film Cuties that they're releasing. So apparently this was a Sundance favorite in 2019, but it did draw like heavy criticism because it was sexualizing young girls.
Right.
I think it was, I forgot the name of the producer, but Netflix shares, if you guys have been in the stock market, y'all know that, you know, people have been buying into Tulsa and Tesla, excuse me.
Tulsa.
People have been buying into Tesla and also Apple and stuff like that because of the split. But their shares have dropped. The stock market has been shit anyway for like the last 2 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks. Nothing
but up and down.
Right. But their shares had dropped 3.9% today. And I think overall it may have been like 5 or something percent. But they also had a petition at change.org to cancel Netflix as well, and also, you know, to cancel the subscription to Netflix. But I just feel like nowadays a lot of things are being sexualized when it comes to young kids. And I feel like, you know, they're trying to, like, I read an article the other day where they were trying to pass some bill in California where like LGBTQ or LGBT, I think that's what the article said, that, you know, when it comes to sexual molestation and things like that, they would get like a lighter sentence. It was a lot of stuff being said, but they said that, oh, it's not a lighter sentence. It's just like the judge kind of looking at it from a different angle and deciding on if they want that person who had sex with an underage person to have a felony on their record or to be registered as a sex offender. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, like what would have even sparked them to try to change?
Right.
That?
And I just feel like, you know, they're trying to like legalize or make it or normalize like pedophilia. Like, and I think it's fucking disgusting.
It is. It's very disgusting. And it's a known fact that men are typically more attracted to women that are younger than them. It's a fact. It's something that's real life. Right. We witness it every day. But when it comes to actually exploiting children, like Netflix, I can't give them a break. I love Netflix. I'm not gonna lie. I watch shows on there all the time. But they had the chance to change it, and the most they can come up with is an apology for the artwork. Yeah. And they didn't think, well, maybe let's change the dynamic of what the show is before we actually produce it and release it. Facts. They didn't. They were just like, well, you know what? Well, since you didn't like that artwork, we'll put another artwork. We're still gonna, you know, make it kind of sexualize younger women. And it's like these are young children, these are teenagers.
Right.
Okay. And speaking of such, I don't know, do you watch P-Valley at all?
Yeah. Well, no. I saw like the little clips, but I haven't seen like the actual.
So there's this one episode on P-Valley that pissed me off because it reminded me of this artwork when I still have yet to even seen the release. I don't know why they released this actual film. But it was an episode on P-Valley that pissed me off because it was like, you know how they like zoom in to like the bottom half of people while they're dancing and then they show the top half? So it was the children that she was teaching how to dance, like teenagers, and they were doing like twerking and popping it, but they was actually doing their own thing. She didn't, you know, Mercedes didn't really want them to be out there doing that type of stuff, but they was creating their own TikTok or whatever YouTube video, trying to twerk like how they see her twerking as a stripper online. But the way that they directed it, it was just so, I was like, what the fuck? I'm looking at little kids. Why is this like this?
Yeah.
Why are they twerking like that?
And again, they're trying to sexualize young girls, and that's just not it. Like that just brings you back to like how fucking R. Kelly was out here trying to, you know, have sex with underage girls. It's like this shit should not be normalized.
Right.
And like you like we as people, you know, as having like siblings and nieces and nephews and kids,
but think
like,
about the movies.
Protect them.
Think about the movies we grew up on too. They were doing it since back then, like the Babysitters Club. That was sexualizing younger teenagers. 13.
Yeah.
That movie 13. Oh my God, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's basically Hollywood. Like, you know, that's what they've been doing for years. And, you know,
making younger women look like they're older and older women look like they're younger. It's
sickening. Very, very sickening. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already subscribed.
Yeah.
And just speaking of a lot of shit that's going on in Hollywood, so we haven't really touched on this at all with Ellen DeGeneres. We haven't touched on it because I wasn't sure like everything that was going on, but I did read up on it. So she's supposed to have a show beginning its 18th season on September 21st. Now, yeah, it's not cute. So basically, she's been off air because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on behind the scene. People feel like they have been treated unfair, and there was a lot of like allegations against her and the staff, and just like the toxic work environment. But some people have come to her defense, just basically saying that, you know, they haven't experienced that. But, you know, I was talking earlier, when you're at a job, right? And you're getting paid a good salary, right? And you're like, damn, I finally got the salary that I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit's lit right now. It's like, are you gonna kind of overlook, or, you know what I'm saying, not really be too uptight about a toxic work environment because your pieces is hitting, like you finally got the annual salary that you've been waiting on? So I think sometimes in a toxic work environment, sometimes I think that people tend to overlook that.
Or it doesn't affect them directly, so they just don't even think about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? To the point where they see it happening, or they hear the conversation.
Right.
But they're like, well, it's not happening to me, so let me protect my bag.
Right.
You know, let me make sure I'm good. I don't get in her way, or whatever the case is, and people know how to maneuver around it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, who wants to be working in an environment where you're being treated less than human?
All right, but you see coworkers being treated like that as well. You know what I'm saying? And just like for this one Black lady said that, you know, she made a suggestion about something and she was like damn near reprimanded for it. And she only was just making a suggestion about something. But it's just like, if you can't voice things, like, you know, your job is always supposed to have your HR open door policy where you can come and express things that's going on in the workplace.
Yeah, you shouldn't be on complete eggshells when you're around your boss.
And that's basically what one of her employees said. One of her employees was basically saying that that it was a very she felt like she was going to be tortured. Basically, she said that Ellen was the worst person that she's ever met in her life. She takes pleasure in firing people. I was told that she has a very high turnover and that I should stay under the radar and to avoid direct eye contact as much as possible. Working there was described more of like a boot camp, and that's sad to be in that type of work environment.
That's already a stressful environment.
Yeah.
That's a TV production.
No, but this, I think
so
this was somebody in her. So her housekeeper said something too.
Oh, yes, I heard that.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
And that's very personal. That's somebody who's working in your home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've witnessed it before because my mom, she's an at-home like nursing assistant. So I've seen at times some of her employers were just like completely ignorant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, well, you clean this up, or you do this, or, you know, bitch, you get out of my way and do that. And it's just like, for somebody to work over somebody and think just because, you know, you have a name for yourself or you make a little bit more money than somebody, that you can treat somebody and cuss at somebody and just be so like fucking inhumane to another human. That's just crazy to me. I just would never, I don't care how rich I get. Like, I'm always going to be me. Y'all can hold me to that. Like, I don't care how rich I get. I'm always going to be me. I'm never going to feel like, oh, well, bitch, you're beneath me. Yeah. You got to do this. You got to do that, or else you're fired. That's it.
Right. So when I get a lot of money, I'm going to be me. But bitch, don't get from around.
It's different if like somebody's really fucking up. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Like, they're really fucking up. They're not getting, it's not like, all right, you gotta go. Right. You know what I'm saying? No, like, I'm gonna fire you. But some things should not be so exposed to the point where your workers feel uncomfortable because of the other situation that they've seen.
You have to have respect for your employees, no matter whatever they're working for you. Like, it's a level of respect. But Ash
some
said,
people take power too far.
Yeah, they take that power shit to their head. So Ash said that's just like Terry Crews, where he wouldn't defend Gabrielle Union, but it's true. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if she's facing some things in the workplace, even though you did not experience it, you know, as a black man trying to stick up for a black woman, you should have been defending her, because obviously she's not lying about the situation if she have other people backing her. And that's the case. You should have said something, you know, you should have addressed her to see what the issue is.
Yeah, it's so.
But he's such a fucking cool.
He is. And we've been questionable about him.
That nigga eating butter biscuits. Okay.
But just like you said earlier, when it comes to protecting your bag, if something's not affecting you directly, is it like, do you really just be like, you know what, I'm a mind my business over here, or do you speak up? Do you say something?
Right. And he is not the type of person that's gonna say
no,
shit.
He's not. He'll speak up, all right, but not for the right shit.
Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, but he's yo, I can't do yo. But anyway, so speaking of just podcasting anyway, so remember, you know, a few weeks ago we was talking about the whole Joe Buttons and the Spotify.
Yes.
Now, ever since Joe Budden called out Spotify, a lot of shit has just been coming at him left and right. And I don't know. To me, it doesn't seem like a coincidence. I mean, it doesn't seem like a coincidence to me, because with everything coming, just hitting him back to back to back. So Tahiri accused him of abuse. Now, I don't know what happened with their relationship. They seem like they had a super toxic relationship, but I feel like it was abuse on both ends, because he said that she was the abuser. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what transpired. I'm not discrediting her being abused, but from the looks of their relationship and when they were on the show, they both seem very toxic for each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if he's claiming abuse, she's claiming abuse, you know, there's three sides to a story. Somewhere in the middle lies the truth. And then some audio got leaked between him and Sin, where he was accusing her of dragging.
She was accusing him of dragging her. Right. And he was like, bitch, when and where did I drag you? And she was like, really, Joseph?
So
it's not funny.
It's not funny, but that situation there. So Sin, like, she did a video. Did you see the video she did?
Yes. So my thing is, I feel kind of bad for Sin, because I guess like the space where she was in, because I guess she's trying to defend Rocky too, who was her manager at the time, you know what I mean? And then she's also trying to defend Joe. So she's like, you know, well, Joe's a great father, and he's, you know, but she never said, well, he never abused me.
So that's what I was about to say. Like, she didn't try to clear his name or deny the allegations, but you know,
this was a conversation I had confidently with somebody I call my sister. And, you know, what I do privately should be kept between my family. Joe's a great father. You know, he takes care of his son. But bitch, where was the backup? Yeah. Where was the backup? Because I feel like you should have been like, you know what? Even if he did like, physically abuse you, I would have been like, you know what? This was a situation from a past incident that we had. I didn't intend for this, to get leaked. This wasn't something that I intentionally wanted to get leaked. But no, he, we had an incident and it was recorded. And I was, and you know what I mean? And I was being extra, if you was forcing it or I was telling the truth or whatever your truth is, don't dismiss what's happening, because I just like with Joe right now, with everything that's happening, it's like everybody's at his neck, and it's like, damn, your baby mama too.
But okay, so then so my thing is this: if Tahiri's claiming abuse and then Sin's not really saying abuse, but there was some type of abusive
then
situations,
what does it look like?
I mean, it does kind of, look bad. Exactly, it does. It makes him look very bad, like he is an abuser or, had some abusive situations.
Right.
I wasn't there. I don't know. So this is all allegedly. But, he actually had got into it with Charlamagne as well. They were kind of going back and forth because, Charlamagne was basically saying, how are you gonna try to do certain things with Spotify and, just basically kind of trying to downplay Joe Buttons. And, what Joe Buttons was basically saying is that he's like, I own my podcast. You know what I'm saying? He goes, you've been on iHeartRadio for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And it's not something that you own. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he's basically saying that, whether I'm on Spotify or whether I'm wherever I'm at, this is something that I've owned, that I built, that you know what I'm saying? Like he can do deals any way, anywhere, which way he chooses to do so, which is good in his own right. And, he has a team behind him. And even though it's called the Joe Buttons podcast, it's all of their podcasts because they all agree on different things. And none of them were happy with none of them was happy with the contract or the way that things were moving forward. So it's like, you're looking at something that you built from the ground up, and you have this is your team. This is how y'all eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to try to fall for the trick bag. And if they're not really trying to give you what you're actually worth.
It's so, and this is what's being said out there. And this is what's kind of looking like it's happening.
Right.
Ever since his issue with
Spotify,
it's like all these things that, like, they're even claiming him of abusing and sexually abusing his and masturbating his dog.
Yeah.
Like, he did say that. I did hear real.
Was it said like in a joking way, or was it something?
He said, I get pleasure in making my dog feel good. He's like, if y'all have a pet, then you know that you've played down there before. And I was like, wait, what?
You played with Diddy?
Never played with Diddy. No, Diddy has girlfriends. I've seen his dick get stuck out, and I've been like, gotta take him to the hospital. What happens? But I've never tried to touch it and put it back. I've never, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna. And it kind of makes me think that Joe is gay just a little bit, because it's like, he says there's no bitches in here. That's why he does it, because there's no bitches in the house to play with the dog's dick. So he does it. If it's a dog's dick, does it count? I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. But if it's a man dog dick, does it count if he jerks it off?
Like, that's nasty.
That's gay to me. Like, and he's comfortable with saying that. And so there's actual court documents from Sin Santana that said that she has witnessed inappropriate interactions with Joe and the dog. Because ain't no bitches in there.
That shit is like hella.
I don't know, Joe. I'm side-eyeing you a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I don't know about that, Joe.
you said that you didn't deny that. You know what I'm saying? You said you loved animals, you loved your dog, and then you have that prior recording of you saying that you've helped your dog get off, and if you have a pet, then you've been down there. I have a pet. I've never been down there. Okay, I don't know about anybody else in the chat. If you've been down there, I'm praying for you. I am, because that there's something wrong there. They're like, what? Hello?
Yeah, that's some weird shit.
So sick.
But so just to go into to go into the comments a little bit.
Yeah.
Tanika said, I think that they're both taking advantage of the situation and trying to make him look bad, and then look while he's down. Oh, okay. They had a lot of time to come up with these alleged abuse. Why did they do it when it wasn't in the spotlight or they were having issues? Well, I mean, I'll say this, like when you're when I lost my train of thought. Oh, when you're basically talking about you being abused sometimes, and we talked about this the last time we were on it, and Tanika was a guest on the podcast. We talked about like, abusive situations, and basically when people speak on it. Sometimes people just speak on it when the time is right. So I think Tahiri kind of spoke on hers when she was going through this shit with the dude that she was with on that whatever show that was.
Yeah, married or something.
But she's not married though, right? So
marriage boot camp. It's like,
so I'm confused about that because they're not married. So what is the
counseling? I guess for people who are about to get married or who have already been married.
Well, were they engaged?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. Okay. I don't really care.
I don't know. But anyway, so what Tanika said that, she said that at the time where the alleged abuse happened, why wasn't it in the spotlight or wasn't having issues? So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why Tahiri started to bring it out now. Maybe, again, with her doing the show, that kind of brought that out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with this whole, like, Bow Wow and Kiyomi thing.
Right.
It's like, why is this all coming out now? So you guys remember back in February when their mugshots were released because there was some type of domestic abuse.
Right.
Now, Kiyomi came out recently saying that, during this time, everybody knew that he was abusing her. She wasn't the aggressor. Everybody knew that she was abusing her. His mom, his family was all having his back, covering for him. Even his attorney, who released a statement immediately after he was arrested, saying that Bow was wrongfully arrested and actually, what is her name? What is her real name? Leslie Hilton was actually the one who was the aggressor. Okay.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Saying that she was drunk and she was abusing him or whatever the case, and he was trying to get her off. And that's why they ended up getting the police called. Now, she recently went to Twitter to say that that wasn't the first time that police were called. That was the first time that they was arrested. Okay. That there had been incidents where she had actually been punched and abused by him to the point where she ended up having a miscarriage. So she was pregnant while he was abusing her. Now
that's bad.
It is bad. Now I wasn't there. I don't know if this story is true. I don't know if Bow Wow is abusive. I don't know if she's abusive. I don't know their history, their relationship.
All allegedly.
But what I will say is that was February. This is September. Right?
But it always happens like that, though.
It always happens like that. And my thing is, if somebody's abusing you, if somebody's hurting, I don't give a damn, because guess what? Bow Wow doesn't have any type of domestic history, other than his little beef with Romeo. He don't have anything to do. You know what I mean? He don't got nothing to say. Well, this is the motherfucker that be out here beating bitches. He just doesn't. It's domestic.
Except for Romeo. What?
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like there's no proof. We don't have any pictures. And she said that there was pictures obtained by the police of her having bruises and her being beaten.
People try to pay to have things covered up. I mean, I don't really know the situation, but it's like a lot of things that have always come out, even with NFL players, basketball players, rappers and shit like that, where they're just, in toxic or abusive relationship.
Yeah, and it's not that these things didn't happen. Right. It's just you decide to come out now because it's beneficial for you. But for her, she came out, for Kiyomi, she came out because, again, this is why, because I see in the comments all the time, why now? Why now? Why are you talking about it now?
Sade said, because he's a lame, that's why.
That too. But Bow Wow is actually on the show Growing Up with hip-hop, right? So they recently spoke about it, trying to pin her out to look like the bad person. Yeah. So if we're not going to talk about the situation, let's not talk about it. Right. Just like how when Meg said, if we're not going to talk about it, let's just not talk about it. Because ain't nobody was talking about it. But now you want to talk and make it seem like you didn't do nothing, knowing damn well you did. Well, now I'm going to come out and speak my truth.
Right. Okay. So that's why that situation came about. Because, I mean, if you bring up some shit that would happen in February and now that shit's being aired now, and I see that shit on TV. Hell yeah!
And I know I just went through something tragic. I lost a baby on top of that. You beat my ass on top of that. And you about to come out here and make it seem like I was beating your ass. And what if I was? Like, it's not okay, but you shouldn't have been beating the fuck out of my stomach knowing I was pregnant. Yeah. You know what I mean? Damn.
That's a we be in these relationships and we think that we may love the person that we're with. And like, it's a toxic situation. And when you're in a situation like that, you can't change the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to try to get out of the situation. And I know sometimes it's hard, you know what I'm saying, to leave, especially when you think that you're in love. Right. But it's like, like things that happen when you guys are abusive to each other or somebody is abusive towards you, like, you have to remove yourself from that situation.
You do. And like, we have to, as Black women, I'm going to be very specific. As Black women, we have to stop protecting these men who will not do the same for us. And I feel like we're conditioned to doing that. Like we want to protect these men, whether they hurt you or somebody else. You're like, well, I don't want him to go to jail. I don't want him to be involved in the police. Like,
especially if he's a shitty ass fucking dude. Like, no, like you don't protect dudes like that. You protect men who has your back. Right. You know what I'm saying? Who uplifts you, who's your protector. Like
that's
like
not
you don't protect.
If
a nigga's beating your ass, he's not your protector. He's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So at that point,
that's called mind control.
Hell yeah. Like he's a bitch at that point. Like, if any man raising his hand up to hit a woman, to me is a bitch. You're not even a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're a little boy with issues that needs to be handled, because at the same time, you ain't about to go address no man that way. You know what I'm saying? Out in the streets. But
I've seen so many men be put in tough situations where there is a female abusing them. There is somebody who's attacking them, and they will still not be the aggressor.
But I'll say this though, like, you guys don't actually know, there's a lot of men who actually get abused. Yeah. And it's not even it's not even on no funny shit. Like, and they will not leave her. Like, they won't leave their wife or their girlfriend. And it's crazy. The stories that I've heard, and this is like real life shit. This is people in Boston that men are really out here. Friends. Yeah, these are people that y'all probably know.
I'm like, this is somebody you know.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
Check on your friends.
Yeah, you got to check on your friends. If you know that your friends are out here in a crazy ass situation, like, you definitely have to check on your friends and make sure that they're good, because sometimes them relationships is not all what it looks like, especially them pictures on social media.
They be off of fugazi.
Right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the relationship topics.
Are you ready? And I'm ready. All right. So the very first letter that we received was, Dear FY Podcast. Me and my boys went out of town for Labor Day weekend. Saturday night, we invited a few girls over to our Airbnb and we had a few drinks. The girls ended up staying the night, so we gave them our third room, and me and my boys doubled up in the other two rooms. In the middle of the night, I woke up and felt someone touching me. When I looked over, my homeboy was asleep up against me with his hands on my junk.
What?
I got upset, packed my bag.
I'm thinking it's a female. Go ahead.
I got upset, packed my bag, and headed back to Boston the same night. I didn't tell anybody why I left, and I haven't talked to anyone since. Was I wrong?
Damn, this is somebody in Boston? Oh, what is his
I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna have to inbox him because I'm gonna need to know.
As a man, because number one, y'all probably shouldn't have been doubling up in the same bed. All right.
Right.
And if you do, it's supposed to be head to bottom. Right. Head to toe. Right. So I want to know what your friend is used to doing, because he must be used to either. I hope it's grabbing pussy, because I don't.
Nope, your boy
that in your sleep. I don't know. I can't grab. I've never grabbed anything. I've never grabbed anything in my sleep. Yeah, that I didn't know I grabbed. And if you might have a little penis if he didn't realize he was holding it. But if you had a big penis and he didn't realize he was holding it, trust me, I think he fell asleep holding that.
Nah, that nigga, he played like he was asleep.
Okay.
So he really, this is him coming out to
you.
He
was trying to see if you was with it.
Right.
If you was going to turn around and touch his.
Teddy bear hugging. Yo, seriously. He probably thought that you was, gonna start grinding against his head.
Something, you know what I mean? Like,
and, but ain't no way some niggas just grabbing your penis like that and he not knowing what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna be honest with you, as a man, you fuck getting up and leaving. You should have knocked his goddamn head between the washer and dryer.
I'm saying, I'm like, you didn't say
like
anything
the fuck?
to anybody.
Yo.
You didn't. I would have outed this motherfucker like real quick. Hey, wake the fuck up, nigga! You touching my dick?
Right, the whole house would have been
everybody.
The whole house would have been woke up.
What's her name? The girl on Bagger. I got a pan and a spoon. Walking around. Everybody, he was touching my dick. I want everybody to know he was touching my dick. I didn't touch his dick. I'm not gay. He's gay. I want everybody to know it wasn't me. And then I'm gonna pack my shit and leave. Like what?
Yo, black girl so said I would rather sleep on the floor than in the bed with another dude. Facts. Swipes and Giggles said they were in a king size bed. I'm pretty sure it was a twin. No side on them.
At this point, it better have been a twin to be hugging up on you like that.
Right.
Even a queen bed got some space. Me and both of my friends done hooked up in there. None of us woke up cuddling each other. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not cuddling with my friends.
That's fucking
King
weird.
K said
it's weird.
He was supposed to hit that nigga in the face. Exactly. That's what I didn't understand. Like, yo, a situation like that, you definitely would have got snuffed. Like grabbing my dick and it wasn't a chick. What? So
Candace said, Swipes and Giggle says, it's that moment in the game where homie tried Malik. You remember that? When Clay was on Malik? Everybody was clowning Malik, saying he was gay.
Oh,
or whatever
okay.
the case is.
Damn,
so
how y'all remember that shit?
I was just watching it. So his friend, his homeboy on the team, on the football team, Clay, the big burly dude. Remember they called him big burly dude? So he came.
I'm mad y'all remember this.
He came behind him because they was all, eating at his house or whatever, and everybody else ended up leaving. So Malik's, getting the lasagna out the oven, and Clay's big old burly ass come behind him and start grinding on him and holding him like this, touching on his titties and shit. Like,
I gotta go back and watch this shit.
You got to, baby. What's that? Season 2?
Hell nah, long, hard, and deep and wet. Yo, I'm done.
You make it sound so nasty.
Yeah, that was very disgusting, Jax.
Woo. Well, if we're gonna go there, let's talk about some wet ass tushy. Oh, you fucking with that wet ass tushy, huh, Odell?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
All my bitches in the chat right now, y'all got some wet ass booty. Odell Beckham wants it.
Why are you like this?
He wants it wet and dirty. He wants you unshowered for 24 hours, no underwear, wearing, shitting in the camera. That's how he wants it. Allegedly.
I was about to say, this is allegedly.
Allegedly. So, Chief Keef, baby
I can't
mother.
even breathe right now, dude. I'm so fucking done.
Give me a second. All right, so Chief Keef's baby mother, her name is Slim Danger. She was on the Thought Next Door, so that says a lot.
Yo, that's an actual podcast though.
It with Selena Powell and her friend Eliza, the same one that sat in a circle and took the cum. All right, so basically, she was saying how allegedly they had sexual activities together where Odell Beckham asked her to shit on him. So he asked her to, not wear underwear for 24 hours before meeting with him and to send him a video of her taking a shit. Upon her returning such video, he sent her ass a plane ticket to Houston, where she went to go shit on him, allegedly.
All right, listen. In the famous words of P Star, if he want to be treated like a thought, if he want to be a thought, treat him like a porta potty.
Okay. And Odell Beckham want to be treated like a porta potty. Allegedly.
Like a porta potty. Are you drunk already?
A little bit. What did I say, Trina? You want to be Trina? Like, you want to be treated like a porta potty. All right.
Yo, why are you like this?
It's not funny, but Nikki kind of warned us because Odell was hopping out of cars dancing to Drake. type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yo, kid that said, "Bussy go crazy."
okay.
Yo, that shit's nasty, yo. That shit is hella nasty.
Okay. I don't think I could really sit there and be like, hey, look at me, I'm shitting.
Right.
You know, or like, yeah, I'm here, I'm gonna shit on you now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
That's
think,
nasty.
I don't think pee or poop or any of that type of bodily fluid is sexy. Like, I draw the line at cum.
Yeah.
I draw the line at that sperm. I do, because anything else, I feel violated. I feel icky. I feel disgusting.
Yeah.
And I want to scrape my skin off.
Black gold.
The fuck?
Black gold soldier. I'm not fucking with the poop shoot. Yeah, I know that shit, right? That shit nasty.
That's
man.
how bitches was getting fought out to Dubai a couple years ago. Shitting on these niggas.
I don't know. A nigga got to pay me a lot of money for me to piss on him. I'll piss on a nigga for some stacks.
How much?
You got to give me. It depends on how you want me to pee on you, because my pee is valuable.
I'd even rather do, like, I don't like the idea of peeing or pooping, but I'd much rather peeing than poop. Pooping is so messy.
Nah, if a nigga want me to pee in his mouth, I would.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's gonna cost him a lot of money.
But poop.
My pee is very valuable.
But pee is like, okay, you can wipe it off. You good. You done. He got the pee like that. Now he's messy. But poop is so messy, because when it comes out, you don't know where it's gonna go. It's smelly. It's stinky. It's just like,
yo, you know what? I just had a moment. There's niggas out here that like to be peed on. Yeah. We can make a lot of money off of this. I'm just saying. Hear me out.
Let me tell you something. I already told my nigga. Everybody on social media done already seen. I'm trying to find a way to be on OnlyFans without really being on OnlyFans. You feel me? So as long as I can make the money on it without y'all knowing it's me, I'm good. You know, I don't need attention. I just want to get this money.
Hey, ladies, if you guys want to be involved in this investment and, you know, get this money, because there's a lot of people that like to get
your pictures. You know,
a lot of guys.
We're gonna start our own OnlyFans. Okay, it's called Only Shitting and Pissing. when you come to us, we're gonna put you in the direction of a person who's gonna pay you well to pee and shit on them.
Yes.
And we're gonna take 68% and you're gonna take the rest.
Damn, 68%. Why we can't go with a whole 70%? Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take 89%.
Yo, a lot of these niggas is out here freaky, yo.
That's not even freaky no more, man. That is just straight sick. You need help.
It's nasty. All right. So before we jump into that, I just want to play this little clip. So we was listening to this shit earlier, right? So, I mean, my thing is this, right? So when you're in a relationship with a guy, you know, I'm all about, you know, treating my man the way he should be treated. Like and it needs to be equal. You know what I'm saying? On both parts. What did Black Gold said?
Haters gonna hate, lovers gonna love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to pee on you. Drip, drip, drip. It's like a 3LW song mixed with R. Kelly on a remix. It's great.
I love it.
It's so
Where
great.
these
nasty ass receipts.
Yeah. What does Swipes and Giggles say?
2 girls, 1 cup. Yeah. Jack said, "That's it, and that's it. Coming no more." She also said,
"No, that's down." Reading at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm reading all over the place. Okay. Swipes and Giggles also said, "I need the OnlyFans where dudes like watching fat chicks eat. I'm in there." Well, hey, what about me? I want to eat too. I love eating mukbangs. I'll make it wet and sloppy for you.
Okay.
I'll slurp I'll slurp the shrimp out the shell. Was it nasty? Sorry, babe. He probably felt uncomfortable.
I feel uncomfortable.
But I'm sorry. But you know how you just slipped it. I made a seafood boil last night, and it just reminded me of how I slurped the shrimp out its little tail.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
Anyway,
I feel like you're grabbing my penis like you got it.
Jack said, "I provide mental health counseling. First session is free." She does, and the rest of it is 5 cents. Sade says, "My man asked me, what am I watching? I'm on FaceTime with him and he hears y'all. Tell him you ain't watching nothing but some real bitches talk real shit.
Tell him to log on to YouTube and subscribe and like our video."
Okay.
All right. I'm going to play this. So again, I'm all about, you know, you have to, it's give or take. And relationships is give or take. This bitch sound crazy to me, but I'm going to go ahead and play it. Hold on. Oops, here we go.
House, the food is prepared. I'm getting up to make my man a plate. He has arms, he has legs, but that is my man. I am going to make him a plate because that's what I like to do. That's how I was raised. On the flip side of that, ladies, if you are over your man's relative's house and the food is made and you don't get up to make his plate, that's weak as hell to me. Why? Because I want my man's mama, sister, auntie, cousin, whoever to look at me and be like, damn, that's a dope ass chick. Damn, she gonna take care of my brother, son, whoever. What is wrong with y'all?
No, bitch. What is wrong with you? Huh? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why do I have to, and if I'm at my man's people's house and I don't get up to make a meal for him, there's something wrong with me because I'm not making his plate. Like, so instead of you trying to have people give you praises, you're looking for approval from these people that you barely know.
Right. Don't know.
And why can't your man get up and treat you like a queen?
Yeah, especially the first time. Right. Especially the first time you're coming around your man's people's. Like, no, he should be the one getting up, preparing your food.
Exactly.
The same way as if he was at your people's house, you would get up and make his food. Yeah. It's a two-way thing.
No, Candace, you make your man's plate start. No, like this is my thing.
You do. That's not what we're saying.
You can
but at
make
the same
your man's
time,
plate, but
why
you're
can't
not,
you make yours too?
You're not obligated to make a fucking plate for no man. I'm from the South, and that's how the women are in my family and things like that. Yeah. But my thing is this: it's a new fucking day and age, and this give or take, my nigga, I'm gonna give you the same treatment that you give me. If you're not treating me like a queen and a woman that I should be, I'm not fucking. And that's what's wrong with bitches nowadays. Like, y'all be treating these niggas like kings, and they treat y'all like shit.
Right, and that's the thing.
And that's crazy.
It's like, okay, fine, you make your man's plate. Yes, I was raised up Caribbean, Southern. Yeah, I get it. You have to make your man's plate. But at the same time, you're not obligated to do
Not obligated at all.
And if you're treating a man like a king, then you would be considered as his what? Queen. So if you're the queen, then that means people are doing things for you as well. Mm-hmm. Because if you're the only one that's doing things for him, then bitch, you're a peasant. Mm-hmm. At this point, exactly. You're his servant.
Because if you're his woman and you're his queen and he treats you as such, he gonna be like this. No, baby, what you want? I'm gonna make you a plate. Hello, like you can't get that same treatment.
Thank you.
Yo, I'm all about equal opportunities, equal with the relationship.
Yeah, that's really all it is. I just can't see me conditioning somebody into a point where they feel like they don't ever have to move a finger. I do so much for my man and he does so much for me, but there's never gonna be a point where I'm gonna feel like, damn, I'm just doing so much and just giving so much, because guess what? You're gonna get burnt the fuck out doing everything for this person and he's not doing nothing.
Right, catering to him, treating him like, what the fuck? He wants you to wipe his ass too? What the fuck? Like, no.
Do you want to cut up his steak?
Right.
Feed it to him.
Oh, baby, here.
Yeah, here's some mashed potatoes.
No.
Let me swirl it in the gravy for you.
I know that your teeth are soft. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no. You're a grown ass man.
It should definitely go both ways.
Yeah. I think it's like in a relationship is give or take. Like, you cannot be giving 80% and your nigga's giving you 20%. Yeah. If he's giving you fucking 40%. If he's not giving you half of what you're dishing out, that is not the man for you.
And don't feel comfortable either. And don't feel comfortable just hopping up at somebody's parents' crib or grandma's crib, just hopping in their pants, because somebody might look at you like you're crazy too. To be honest, like, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
Ladies, it is not up to us to raise these men, okay? If they need to go back to the drawing board with their mama, then that's something that they need to do. But it is not our job to cater to them every fucking which way. No, it doesn't work that way.
Let me tell you something. I done sat my ass back a couple of times and watched his mom making the plate. That way I know how to make the plate in the future. Thanks, mama.
Okay, well, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I did. I sat back and I watched how his mom made his plate. Oh, he don't like this. He like this. He don't like this touching. All right, now I know how to make it the next time. Bitch, be observant sometimes. Stop trying to take control over everything.
Wait,
Shit.
so Swipes actually laughed at Soft Teeth. Swipes and Giggles said, well, yes, guys, in general, you make your man's play as he should for you. If you're over each other's family's house, then we would have to make each other's play. Okay, so yeah, I get that. So, I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with making the plates. Like, I don't want to say that, Candace. Right. There's nothing wrong with making a place, but I just feel like when these women come out and be like, oh, that's how I was raised, and you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that. Like, yo, that's something that you choose to do on how your family raised you, but you can't come out and be like, oh, something is wrong with us women that don't do that. Like, I'm sorry that you with niggas that don't treat you like a queen. I'm sorry, beloved. That's on you. But for me and my man, it's gonna go, you know what I'm saying? It's equal. It's equal here. You know what I'm saying? If he want to fix my plate at a function, and then I fix his plate, like, he don't want me. I'm gonna be honest with you. He don't want me fixing his plate, because when I fix his plate, all the shit that he would put on there, I'm putting portion sizes, and he doesn't like to eat like that. So 9 times out of 10, my nigga want to fix his own plate.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh, well, you need only a little bit of this. You don't need all of that pasta. You don't need, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, some men with how their women are, and they know that, oh man, she ain't gonna fix me the portions that I want. You know, they choose to fix their own.
So my man at home right now cooking me some fried chicken. Thank you, baby daddy.
Okay.
All right. So on to the next letter. Dear FY Podcast, I'm a 25-year-old female, and I have been in a relationship for about 6 years of my life. I became single earlier this year and have not been on a date since. I just found out my ex-boyfriend is getting married and his fiance is expecting. I'm trying not to let it affect me, but what am I doing wrong? I dedicated years of my life to him, and he never committed to me. Before I date again, I need to know what makes a man commit before I waste any more of my time. You got some 4-star. I'm like,
yo, we need the men. Where's B-Star and Vintage AC? Where are you guys?
No, my phone died.
Where's Vintage AC and B-Star and the guys in the chat? Yo, don't get quiet now. Shit, I don't know. Like, what makes a man? Like, listen, okay, I'll give advice from what I've seen and having brothers. A man is only gonna commit when he wants to commit to that female. You know what I'm saying? So you can fix his plate, like the bitch online. You can fix his plate. You can wash his clothes. You can come and clean his house. You know what I'm saying? You can
skin off that.
Okay, I was gonna say that. You can do that. You can do all the things that you think qualifies you to be his wife or whatever your goal is. And he'll still end up leaving you, getting in a whole nother relationship, and proposing to a bitch 6 months later. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, sometimes I feel like females, we kind of soup ourselves up to be everything that a man wants. But it's like you're good, but it's not, you're not good for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so you may be good for the next person. So that's why I say, like, yo, you know, you can't give your all to these guys when you're not getting anything back. Right.
It's the overachiever.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of just being yourself, sometimes, even me, I'm guilty of it sometimes, when I get into a relationship, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so used to being like, because like me, like I'm one of those bitches who's always in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so used to always doing something for a man. Sometimes you have to really sit back and evaluate who you are and love yourself.
Yes.
Because when you start to love yourself, when you start to give yourself that same energy that you would give him, he's enlightened. Now he's like, that's something intriguing about her, that she loves herself to the point where she don't even need me. Yeah. Damn, I might need her because she's inspiring me to do something that I would have never originally done. Right. That's what men are looking for when they're looking to commit. They're looking for someone who's able to hold their own, who's able to be strong, who's able to, you know, love themselves and have that confidence in them. And I'm not saying I know all the answers, but I'm just saying from experience and having brothers, you know, who have been married, it's those females who look for that extra attention and try so hard that never get it because you're not completely being yourself.
Yeah, I don't know why I was looking for goddamn Dancer JC. So this nigga gonna say you gotta play the side before the main. The other chicks are already
Stop it! Stop it!
And stay low.
Do you know what's crazy?
Yo, that's crazy as fuck to me. Like,
you know
why would
crazy?
You say that?
That shit don't even matter because the play the side become the main. Let me tell you something. Every time that I was talking to a man, okay, before in a relationship, because they've always gotten to the relationship. Before I was talking to a man and before the relationship, do you understand the fact that you don't even have to do the extra to go from whatever the talking stage to the main? Literally, just like I'm saying, be yourself, be who you are, because that's what they're attracted to. They're attracted to who you are. Now, I'm going to be honest. There are some men who are very I don't want to say conservative, but they're very just strategic about how they date. So they date some women who are for show, because I just recently asked my brother about this, so this is why I'm saying this. So they date some women to show, which is like, okay, she got a nice body, her personality's not all there, but she looks good on my arm. She's somebody that I wanted to say that I had sex with. Ooh, okay. And then there's those women that actually push the man to doing things that he wouldn't normally do because he's so busy doing this and that, or being out there in the streets or whatever. And this woman's like, nah, you ain't gonna be in the streets today. You're gonna come in the house and you're gonna clean these motherfucking dishes and you're gonna eat this pussy, bitch.
I know that's
you know what I'm saying? Type shit. And he's gonna be like, maybe I am.
I like that.
I am. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about having, I mean, you don't have to be aggressive and call him a bitch. You might get knocked out.
But you can't call him a bitch.
If he likes it. But I'm just saying, you know, sometimes you have to realize that it's not about catering to the man. It's about catering to you. And when he sees how you cater to yourself, that's going to immediately affect him. He's going to feel that. He's going to feel that love for yourself. He's going to be like, damn, if she loves me the way that she loves herself, then I know I'm good.
Right.
I'm good here.
Right. So Deb said, the only way a man will commit is if you don't give a fuck about him. That's true sometimes. That is true sometimes because, you know, a lot of times us women, well, I'm not even going to include myself in that because baby, I ain't chasing nobody, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're going to chase me. But anyway, you know, women do tend to chase men and try to make them commit and do things that they're just not ready to do. But you know, at that point, you know, they're just like, damn, like this bitch keep chasing me. But if you don't pay that nigga no attention, you know what I'm saying? He's blowing up your phone like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? See if you want to go out to eat. You know, I already ate, you know, but thanks for checking in. I'll hit you when I have some time. You know what I'm saying? Like stop being so quick to respond to text messages. And it's not about, you know, playing a game. It's about you can't always be available for a man when he's not always available for you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know how to maneuver around situations. So it's like, damn, this bitch, every time I hit her up, she's always available. Like, nah, boo, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying?
Don't end up, because there are cases where girls are the ones that's chasing. And then you end up being the one that he chooses only because you were the only one that was available. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be the only one that was available. Like, damn, I couldn't even get with the shorty that I really wanted to get with. Yo, she's just everything for real. But this bitch over here, she on my I might as well just hit her up and just take her out real quick.
She's always free.
Yeah, she always free. She always willing to give it up to you. I really do what the fuck you gotta do. Like, don't be that bitch either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's good, you know. Yes, treat him like a king if he treats you like a queen. Right. But at the end of the day, you got to worry about you first, baby girl, because there's nobody else that is, especially now that we're all getting older. If you're watching this podcast, and you better be older. When you're coming into your adulthood, you have to realize ain't nobody coming to save you. There's not. So you can't give your all to a man, because then you're taking so much time and a space for yourself. And then you're going to be drawn out, washed out, and you're going to be looking at the next bitch who looks younger, more energetic, and actually gives a fuck about how she look and what she got going on.
Facts. You want to read some of the comments starting from
I can't.
Your phone died? Oh, why you didn't ask me for the thing?
I'm sorry. Okay. Ash says, exactly. They commit when they want. Plus, they comfortably simple life as well. Which way, girl, is less work, stress free, but still gives him what he wants, needs out of the relationship. I want to read it again because I didn't get it right. All right.
I was listening. I'm like, wait, shit, that was me reading. I had to read it. I'm like, what?
I'm gonna read it again because I want to make sure I got what you said right. Okay, exactly. They commit when they want. Plus, they like comfortability, the simple life as well. Which way, girl, is less work? Oh, I get what you're saying. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
It's like the simple life girl.
She put it in parentheses, and so yeah,
right. So you get it. So that girl is less work, it's stress free,
right,
but gives him what he wants and needs out of the relationship. Right.
Yo, we're both all dumb. Like what?
We're like, what? Because I was literally reading it so literal, and I have to read. That's why I have to make sure I do it good.
But no, run fast. All right, next
okay.
one.
Jack said she a freak a league. He a freak a league. What that mean? Ooh. All right.
Freak a league. Hey, freak a leak.
That might help him commit too. That might help him commit to just a little bit of grip in the pussy. That's all.
No, I'm saying, do your Kegels, ladies.
All right.
Okay.
And they have toys for that now. I'm just saying. Because, back in the day, it was just, you just got to do them Kegels on your own. But now you could put balls up in there, little eggs and shells and shit, that pearls that you just got to squeeze on. Right? Am I saying the right terminology? Yeah. You squeeze on the little things. And it helps you build that muscle that you need to create a wall.
And some of you guys need
you need a wall.
You need a lot of Kegels, baby.
Going down an empty hallway. Deb says, the deeper I am in their pockets, the more they love me. See, May it is the WAP. I don't know. It's the WAP, baby.
What ass pussy?
Sometimes it be that WAP. I'm telling you, because sometimes I'll be looking at niggas like, he's really with this bitch. Mm-hmm. And I have to realize, guess what? She probably got that.
She probably got that WAP, baby. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But I don't know. That's all we got.
Well, I got a little bit more. You need a little more? All right. So if you and your girlfriend broke up for 2 months, get back together, and she ends up pregnant, would you accept the baby?
Well, speaking as a man, no, I ain't taking that home. Hell no. Like but I'll say this, like, so I don't even know that if we discussed it on the show, but a dude actually did accept an outside baby that his girl had, you know what I'm saying? Wow. And he decided to raise the baby as his own or whatever. But I just feel like
this is a lot about him and his character.
Yeah, it does say a lot about him and his character, but I just feel like that shit is beyond me. Yeah. Okay, just for instance, I seen on Instagram where this dude cheated on his wife, got another chick pregnant, but his wife was pregnant too. Okay, and now this motherfucker's on Instagram taking pictures with both of they dumb ass. Like it's just one big happy family. Like, hello, wait a minute. So I don't know if
where's the baby mama?
I'm trying to figure out, was the baby? Wait. Maybe I'm confusing. The baby may have already been born, and the wife was pregnant or some shit like that. But like, he did this post where like he's saying like his wife accepted him, and I'm like, what? Like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, when I get it. We make mistakes, like people make mistakes, right? Mm-hmm. But making a mistake and continuing to do something, because your woman is gonna take you back, are two different things. Like accepting an outside child when you're in a fucking marriage, he broke your marriage. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can love your husband or whatever, but that's a big no-no to me.
But in the case that you may have taken a break, and whether he got somebody pregnant or you got somebody pregnant, you have to decide for yourself if you're strong enough to deal with that. Because you got to deal with that other person for the rest of your life or his life, or however long you guys are together.
Exactly.
So it's a big thing. But I could see myself, accepting the other baby in the case that something like that happened, of like a break, not like you cheated on me and you was out here swinging that dick, but in the case that we were not together, you made a mistake, and we decided that we really loved each other, then that lets me know that our love is strong, but you were also honest enough to let me know this is something that happened in between there, and you want me to accept this child, and I just might.
Right. Yeah, I can't do it.
It depends.
Y'all already know, first of all, I don't date men with kids. One. Two.
But what if y'all are so in love and y'all broke up, not realizing how much you are?
If he loved me, he would have wrapped up his fucking dick. So,
but what if he wrapped it up and she popped it?
Nah. You know what I feel like, and this happens like in a lot of relationships. Y'all already see this in the in Hollywood, basketball players and shit like that. They may be on a break or so-called break. They basically cheated, but they called it a break so the women wouldn't look stupid.
Right.
But they supposed to be on a break, and then they end up having a baby. But my thing is, if you're out here raw dogging these women, that means you were already fucking her. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I feel like you're no man, especially if you're worth a lot of money, you're gonna run up in some random chick that you don't know without no protection. You know what I'm saying? If you do, and that's a lifestyle you live, you are a nasty nigga, and your woman should be afraid. You know what I'm saying? But if it was a mistake that happened, a condom broke, whatever, I get that. But I mean, I just feel like I can't allow myself, because I know me, and I'm not gonna accept your kid. And I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, don't take care of your kid. Like, I'd rather remove myself from the situation, because in my mind, fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all of them. Her kids, your kids, fuck them all.
Know. It definitely depends on the depth of the love of the relationship.
Fuck love and them kids.
I feel like I might could, because if I end up pregnant, you might better take care of this motherfucking baby.
I'm telling you right now, that dude who accepted that chick's baby, he was a different breed. These niggas now is like, fuck you, him and that baby.
Let me hop into the comments.
The hell?
All right. Ash said, dudes do that shit all the time and then go and get pregnant too. Look at Peter Guns, Tyra, and whoever his wife is.
They were stupid though.
Right. That was real crazy. Y'all were broken up for 2 months and already raw dogging. Exactly. Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
That shit's nasty as hell. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the podcast. Did you want to do your thing? Your question?
Yeah. Give me a
What's it? Okay.
All right. So, have you ever been caught watching porn somewhere other than your bedroom, like your car, an elevator, or even in class? What's a story that you have about getting caught or being close to getting caught, either having sex or watching porn? Make sure you send us your stories into our email at fypodcast1@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram at fypodcast.
Yes. So, and not only that, we can basically just, read it on the air if you're comfortable with it. We won't say your name or anything like that. Even with the letters that people send us in, we don't disclose their information. But definitely follow us at FY Podcast on Instagram. Subscribe to the page, hit the like button. And, we have some good things in store for you guys. So, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Baby.
Thank you guys as always. And we out.
Bye.